Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Stalktober special event, straight from the heart of the Jakuls. I'm your learned host, Lothran, and there's ever so much work to be done. So let's dig right back in, shall we? Hurry up and grab the right snack. Settle into the best spot there is. Get as snug as you can, and listen carefully to Lesson. Again! Pather lowered his blunted training blade and turned his back to his student, an intense insult from one swordsman to another. They'd been doing this for hours. Shen could barely breathe or stand anymore, while Instructor Pather looked like he had only just begun to break a sweat. How are you doing this? The command line is many things, child, but is not a hammer. It cannot force you to be better than your opponent, than they already inherently are. You are using it wrong. Go wash up. Your weakness sickens me. Don't be late tomorrow. Pather walked out, flinging his sword at his pupil. Shen clumsily blocked the flying metal weapon of war, receiving a welt across his face for his troubles. He sighed, cleaning up after the long hours of study, going home, washing up, and crawling into his small wooden bed. Another insistence from Instructor Pather that his life be proper. Don't eat that ever again! Don't do that if you want to live! Don't be a fool! You are weak! You think yourself strong! You disgust me! You have no backbone, no drive! You are worthless! No one can teach you anything! The most oft-shouted phrases of Instructor Pather ringing in his ears even as he fell into the nothingness of sleep. He awoke with a start, realizing as he stirred that someone was there above him. You were 10 minutes late, Pather snarled down at him. Shen lashed out in anger. Pather dodged easily and snatched his fist out of the air, twisting it in a position that allowed Shen to feel nothing but madness-inducing agony. He'd been in this position so many times, the hard-eyed stare of Pather pressing into the fabric of his very being, that Shen barely even noticed the pain this time. He flung himself at his master, wrapping him up with the only small sheet he had to his name, enduring the pain if only to cut or injure Pather once, at least make him understand what a fucking prick he was. Pather let him go, slipping out from under the sheet just a second before it would have bound his arm by his side. There, Pather said, as he punched full force at Shen's face. Shen pushed the arm up, twisted with the sheet, slipping down behind Pather, trapping both of his master's arms with the motion, trying to slam him against the stone wall of the small apartment. Pather twisted, flipping right over his slight prison, folding his body to land just to the side of Shen and throw a missile of rocket-propelled proportions at Shen's gut. Shen fled out of the hanging strands of beads that made up his door into the hallway, ducking to the side as Pather followed him out, moving to sweep his master as a feint and then punching the other man right in a gut so similar to solid metal that Shen was sure he felt more of the blow than Pather ever could. Pather smiled in good spirits, then put his fist through the portion of wall Shen's head had just occupied, and he shot a roundhouse kick that must have been loosed from a cannon. Shen threw himself back and up through the air, the edge of the kick passing with such force that it altered the path that his body moved, and he slammed into the wall, bouncing, dazed as he got back to his feet very slowly. Never put yourself in a defenseless place such as hanging in mid-air. Keep at least one point of pivot on some kind of surface, even if it is your opponent, as I did in your room. Remember, hanging in the air is death. Pather was the calm center of all storms once more. You're not mad, Master? Why would I be mad? You finally acted as if you were a student rather than a stone. I might be pleased if you had landed more than one single weak, ineffectual strike. Come, we must now train like this from this point forward. 1/10 strength instead of 1/20. Pather waited for Shen to find his own feet and follow after him. And so it is, we've come to the end of our time together once again. So pleasant and pleasing that it has been for me, that I hope it has been for you as well. As always, I've been your scholarly host, Lothran, and this was Lesson, another tale right from the heart of the Jakuls. I once more present you to Corval. and his ability to safely guide you back the way you came. Go ahead, young Jackal.
Hello and good night to each and all. Please leave your comments, questions, and kindnesses down below. But not a word of that awful, terrible, rude, or mean stuff, though. Remember to like and share and subscribe to help us learn and spread and grow. And keep in mind that we openly implore that each and every one of you do your absolute utmost to stay safe out there. Goodbye and good night, everybody. Good luck. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.